The 6 weeks is coming up soon, so
No, it's not soon enough.
it's coming up soon, so y'all, when the doctor give all clear, I'm but anyway.
So I made a video on these guys, I think a couple of weeks ago, and I said, do you know what? I think I found the most annoying family channel currently out here in the YouTube streets, and I'm not backing down from that. I pointed out that they use fake scenarios that are happening with their kids for clicks and views. For instance, just to name one, which was, you know, pretty disturbing, they basically did a video where they titled it our baby died or something a bit like that when Mahogany the mum was really pregnant. Now, of course, this wasn't true. This never happened. And of course, we cannot forget the infamous videos where they were titled "We're not having a third set of twins anymore," where they didn't really explain why they weren't having a third set of twins. They basically insinuated that they'd lost one during birth, but I mean, basically no one was falling for it, and it was a whole saga, and they just sort of carried on as if nothing had happened. And a lot of people speculate that because they already have 2 sets of twins, they wanted to give this impression that they were going to be having a third set. They were saying third set, or the baby registry that was coming on, they had loads of things being sent to them. And when Mahogany gave birth, they came out with this video where they kind of skirted around it. It was a lot. And of course, at the very beginning of that video, they were saying, you know, like and subscribe and all of this, and it just felt off.
Oh, hardest videos that we have ever had to do. And I know that people are gonna have things to say, and people are gonna judge us, and it's just a lot for me emotionally right now.
Well, they've only gone and done it again with this catchy little number, and I'm gonna be honest, when I knew there was gonna be some clickbait in here somewhere. I mean, who would clickbait the fact that their child might be having a medical emergency, their newborn baby? If I saw that anywhere else, I wouldn't even assume it was clickbait, because I'd be like, well, surely no one would clickbait that. But I knew deep down that this was, and it was. They basically clickbaited, and they didn't even get to the doctor's appointment until a lot later on, and then it turns out that the baby was jaundiced or something was going on. And do you know, if you look at this thumbnail, you would assume that something really, really bad has happened. But these guys will clickbait stuff like that. And I'm just saying that if you keep on clickbaiting this kind of stuff, one day, heaven forbid, if that kind of stuff does actually happen to you, it's like the boy who cries wolf. No one is going to believe you.
Ice cream over here too. Let me see what kind of ice cream they got. Oh yeah, they got Southern Belle.
I mean, quite well and truly, towards the back end, you know, straight after they went for their, you know, apparent medical emergency with their newborn, they were out here getting ice cream. And before then, they were doing something else. And it's just crap, basically. It's just crap. Anyway, but people have picked up on the fact that this is a reoccurring theme. You have to remember, I think this is their 6th kid at this point, and they've tried to pull this stunt with a couple of their other kids. So this is what this commenter had to say. You guys already did this with your other baby. There can't be anything wrong with them just going for a checkup. You just want everybody to watch your episode so you can make it look like more than what it is. And this is complete, like, this is honest. And if you watch a lot of their content where they are clickbaiting this sort of thing, literally half the time it's nothing to do with the actual video. But in this case, there was not a severe medical emergency. There were a couple things that needed to be addressed, but it wasn't what the thumbnail and title was depicting. Okay, and I just think that any parent that's just going to be coming out here and making content out of this, I don't understand what your thought process is. And not only that, but they do this thing where they don't want to reveal the face of the baby for a very long time. They actually did a live stream where they basically said showing you the baby for the very first time, and then they didn't. And hey, I'm not complaining that they're not wanting to show the baby's face. That's not it. Under normal circumstances, I'd be like, great, you are respecting their privacy. But the thing is, they don't actually care about the privacy. They're just wanting people to get really engaged in order to, you know, reveal the baby's face. It's like a game for them. It's not that they're trying to protect their privacy. They're trying to make money out of doing it, if this is making any sense. And it's like a little game for them. Looks like Yoel went to a regular 1-week newborn appointment. What was the emergency? Because the doctor didn't seem too concerned. And then someone else made a comment basically saying, these people tripping, it must be nice to have 6 kids and leave 5 with a sitter to deal with. And I know this is kind of like a moot point, to be honest, because I'd much rather have it so that we don't really see their kids all that much. But this is a good point, really. And it is a point that a lot of people bring up, the fact that you very, very, very rarely ever see them leave the house with all of their children. And since I kind of discovered them a few weeks ago, the recurring theme is something that I've noticed. They basically have kids and then take the newborn out with them and then leave the rest of them at home, and they go off and they do their different things. And, you know, it is literally just a snippet of their day-to-day lives, but it does kind of just make you feel that they do have kids for content. And a lot of people say this about a lot of different family vloggers, but if you watch their style and how they're constantly clickbaiting their kids and the way in which their channel the way that their channel runs, they're only really known for having kids, and then you don't really ever see the kids that they've previously had, if this is making any sense.
Good. All right, you ready to head inside?
Out here in these streets looking real good.
Yeah, look at that thing, y'all booty thinging. That booty saying,
This
7th baby,
this pregnancy-
7th
no, it's
baby.
not.
What'd you say?
I said this last pregnancy really added some extra. You gotta wear that to like an event or something.
What pants?
Them pants, I'm obsessed.
Okay. Obsessed and getting these draws. That's what I need you to be upset with.
Y'all hear what Justin said? He gives me no time.
Y'all, the 6th week is coming up soon, so.
No, it's not soon enough.
It's coming up soon, so
Justin
y'all,
been harassing me
when the
since
doctor
I
give
left.
all clear, but anyway.
Now, Mahogany has had 6 children, and I'm not gonna lie, if my husband came up to me and was chatting like that, like 7th baby, when you've quite literally just popped out one, I'll be sending you on your way. I know everyone has differing opinions on how spouses, like how you talk to each other and things, but give her a break. She's literally had like 6 kids back to back. And I don't know, it's the comments, and he makes these kind of comments a lot. I remember I pulled up Jonathan Jolie on doing this to Anna, but it wasn't like this. I mean, Justin is extremely forthcoming with talking about his wife like that. Like I say, like everyone has a different relationship. Like, I'm not a complete and utter prude, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, even she was saying, you know, like, nah, 6 weeks can't, like 6 weeks is too soon. Like, respect the woman who just gave you six kids. I don't know, it's weird, and that's the reason why I bring it up. And is, you know what I mean, like, why are you thinking of a 7th? Why are you thinking of a 7th? Why are you already thinking of a 7th kid? Like, why? Or why don't you just do like, you know, like protected sex? You can have sex and be protected. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have a 7th kid. The whole thing just doesn't make any sense to me. And what didn't really help is that Justin, straight after, he got her a push present, so they went to the Tesla dealership, and a lot of people were saying, why are you getting a Tesla? Why are you getting a car like this? You literally need to have like a van because you've got so many kids, which I kind of agree with. However, I don't know how many different cars they have. I've got zero idea, and to be honest, it's not really any of my business. But I would say that a Tesla of that size, when you do have 6 children, where are you planning on putting them? How many vehicles do you guys own? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so we're in the Tesla, y'all. We are Mahogany's getting used. We finally got out the parking lot.
And the problem is that I wouldn't feel the need to be so nitpicky and to kind of delve a little bit deeper and pick apart what I see so much if their content didn't alarm me. Like, if there wasn't huge alarm bells going off in the fact that they are making up fake scenarios where their kids are seriously hurt And I spoke about it in my last video. It's not the very first time it's happened. They have done a series of very, very clickbaity thumbnails which do depict their children falling off of things, getting seriously hurt, losing babies, making up that whole scenario about losing their third set of twins, you know, and then making Patreons, which they actually have done just now, which is enough. There's nothing the matter with making Patreons in the very first place, but it's the way they're advertising it and sort of alluding to the fact that they're going to be giving a lot more information out there, perhaps revealing their newborn's face and things. And I just think that you're putting a price on revealing a kid's face. I think it's odd. I think it's weird. It's not something you should be doing. You're not only clickbaiting the fact that they're having these medical emergencies, but when they're not having medical emergencies, you're kind of using them to make more money, i.e. the whole face reveal thing and things like that. And then we don't really see the rest of them. It's as if they end up, you know, clickbaiting the fact that they're having all these issues whilst pregnant. They then have the baby, which they then completely mess up all the timelines for. And then we never hear about any of the other kids ever again. We're only ever hearing about the problems with the newest baby that they have. And then before you know it, they'll then be pregnant with baby number 7. And I know I sound really cynical. I know that might sound extremely bitchy, but that is literally the formula of their channel. And it's just sad. Like, it's really, really sad. It's sad for the fact that, you know, those kids are going to grow up and they're going to realize that this has been put out on the internet. Their parents literally making money off the fact that they're not having medical emergencies, making up these fake scenarios, you know. And it's also really, really sad when, you know, for the parents out there who have genuinely lost children or are going through these medical emergencies and things, and then they're clicking on these videos and actually it's not true, and it's just making a mockery of what may be a very serious and sensitive issue to some people, to some parents. Do you see what I mean? So I think all round just no good can come of it whatsoever. And, you know, I've come to the conclusion that a lot of their videos are meant as a clickbait. They're not real. The minute that they start clickbaiting all of this, their views go up substantially. So you can see why they're doing it, but it's all revolving around money, and it's extremely sad. But these are kind of the reasonings why I find this family so obnoxious. That and their annoying theme music that they have at the beginning of every single video. It grates on me. I'm sorry, it's the last petty comment I'm gonna make, but it real grates on me.
And join right now.
Guys, we have so much exclusive content on our Patreon. I'm talking about when I give birth, it's gonna be on there. I'm talking about like everything, exclusive bonus episodes. I mean, you know the tea of what's happening in our everyday.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to be heading off right now, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll be catching up with you guys in the next video.
That booty saying, seventh baby, seventh baby.